Here we are today at 2210 Rosedale Drive. Rosedale Road. We're doing a move-out inspection. First I'm going to start with the premises outside. Need to have the lawn mowed. Near the house we definitely have to have some shrubs trimmed. Out in this front bed as well. I'd like to walk all the way around the premises first, as we will need to have some lawn maintenance done, as well as a little bit of debris haul off. Home itself is in good shape. Could probably use a pressure washing. The tenant was very open with information on things to better for the next tenant. One of them was underneath this overhang. There was a drip that continued to come out heavy rains. You can see a little bit of debris there starting to form decay. There is also a water spot up on the very top starting to seep through, which can only cause more damage down the road. Again, you can see that the lawn does need to be mowed. Tenant did share that a friend of hers tried to cut the yard, and although they did cut it, it wasn't kept up. Again, there is some debris that's out here. Looks like they had a little fire or something, some logs. You see a extra structure out there, an outbuilding that was in bad shape before. You can see the decay along the bottom of it. That needs to be addressed. Is the owner going to go ahead and refurb that, or are they going to tear it down? This line going from the house to the outbuilding, questionable. In the words of the tenant, that looks a little sketchy. Again, there is some debris out here in the yard. Looks like an old lawn chair out there. All these tall seedlings are actually weeds that should have been knocked down. Same thing right side of the building over there. And again, all along the back. Just really need to get this a good long cutting and clean up. The grill was here when they got here, so they left it for the owner. Walking in, we're going to go in through the back door. We're going in through the laundry room. Looks like we just need a cleaning in here. Going into the kitchen. Cabinets, drawers, all functional. This light switch, tenant says never worked anything. Thought that perhaps it was going to be under cabinet electricity. Some kind of run under there for some lighting. Outlet at an angle here. She said that's the way it was when they moved in. That should be redone. Removed, spackled, reset. In the refrigerator, bottom drawer needs to be replaced, bottom left drawer. Tenant did admit that she had a friend that accidentally broke it. Basically it was hanging open, and the drawer was open. She closed the door on it and therefore cracked it, so it was no good cracked. Not sure what this pipe is for. Hanging down, I guess this is a towel rack. That was there. They never really utilized that. The flowers in the pots remain. They were there when they moved in. Let's go into the living room. Although the fireplace has been left dirty, they did use it once, left some residue and stuff in there. Inside, up top, it appears that the bricks are leaning inward. That did concern the tenant, so they were unable to utilize the fireplace as much as they wanted to. Lighting fixtures look good. Ceiling fan, of course, in good shape. Blinds are squared away. Let's walk down the hall. First bedroom on the right. This is the one that has the red stain annotated on the move-in. The right bifold door is off. Needs to be reaffixed, reattached. The door itself, you can tell when you look at it, was rigged. It basically doesn't have the proper hardware on there for it to roll in the tracks properly. Across the way, here we have our full bath. Only challenge in here was the left side. There's a hole there where something was affixed. The tenant did tell me that that was from the hotel hair dryer. That's the way she labeled it, a hotel style hair dryer that was attached to the left side, and all they did was remove it and leave it under the sink, and they'd rather not have that hanging from the wall. So it is complete and below the sink. Back right corner, some light marks on the wall. A couple of marks there below the window. And on the move-in, this patch job and those two anchors were already annotated. One thing I would recommend here is to scrub the trim down there and go ahead and paint. Tenant did show concern of wanting a more neutral color instead of the color palette that was chosen. Something more like this color, a beige. These grooves beneath the window in the back left corner bedroom were annotated on the move-in. Again, some light scratches there above the utility box, above the switch plate. The red on the mirror was annotated on move-in. Two screws there were painted over, so those were there with the original paint. All appliances, toilets, water fixtures, everything works. Tenant did advise they just changed the air filter on the furnace, on the system. And that is it for 2210 Rosedale Road. Please see scope of work for further information.